Oh my god, I accidentally discovered a glitch in how the human body works. And once I show it to you, you cannot unsee it. And the people who know about it, they are losing weight without any of the suffering that we've been told is just part of the process. I went down this crazy rabbit hole because I was so curious, and what I found out, I was genuinely losing my mind. Apparently, you can actually trick your brain and body into losing weight. You're manipulating it to burn fat. I know, sounds too good to be true. That's what I thought too. But then I tried it and bestie, it works. So this video is literally a complete guide. Every psychological trick, every brain hack, every sneaky little signal you can send your body to get it working for you instead of against you. But real quick, if you're actually serious about trying these, I need you to do something. Comment the word ready right now. I'm not kidding. There's actual psychology behind this. When you write down your intention, your brain starts taking it seriously. It's like making a digital promise to yourself. So comment ready if you're actually gonna try this. I wanna see who's serious. Let's go. This next trick is so bizarre that I genuinely debated whether to even include it because I knew you'd look at me crazy, but the research is real and it actually works. So there's something called sensory satiety, which basically means certain scents trigger a signal in your brain that tells it the craving is handled. Like your nose reports back to your brain going, yeah, we got something sweet, we survived. And the craving just leaves without you eating anything. The big three are peppermint for general hunger, citrus for appetite, and vanilla. Ugh, vanilla is the main character of this whole section. Vanilla specifically for sugar cravings. Because the scent of vanilla triggers a dopamine release in your brain, the exact same chemical you'd get from actually eating chocolate. Your brain smells something that sweet and complex and goes, okay, we indulged, we're satisfied, and moves on. You got the reward without the calories, and your brain has absolutely no idea it was scammed. So next time you get that aggressive craving, grab vanilla extract, take 3 deep sniffs, and just wait. Most of the time, the craving is just gone. Your brain got its little dopamine hit and forgot what it even wanted. Bruh. And if it doesn't work, go drink a full glass of water. Yes, this one is actually insane. Your hypothalamus, that's the part of your brain that controls both hunger and thirst, sometimes gets them confused. Like it literally misfires and sends you a hunger signal when you're actually just dehydrated, which means thirst is frequently mistaken for hunger. So next time when you get that random craving, drink a glass of water. Wait 10 to 15 minutes. Think to yourself, was I actually hungry or just thirsty? Most of the time, hunger just vanishes. Your brain was glitching. Water fixed it. Another cool water trick is coming up that burns calories, so stick with me. Okay, this one sounds so stupid, but the science is real and I need you to sit with it for a second. There's something called the Delboeuf illusion. Basically, your brain decides how much food you've eaten, not by how full your stomach is, but by how the food looks on your plate. If you put the exact same amount of food on a big plate versus a small plate, your brain genuinely perceives this smaller plate as having more food on it, which is actually insane when you think about it. I talked about this in my previous videos too. Cornell University actually did a whole study on this. They gave people different sized bowls of ice cream, and the people with bigger bowls served themselves 31% more without even realizing it. Like, hello? Nobody felt like they ate more. Their brains just got absolutely catfished by a bowl. So here's your lazy girl hack that requires literally 0 effort. Switch to smaller plates. That's it. That's the whole trick. Your brain is honestly easier to manipulate than we thought. There's another mind-blowing piece of research I have to share with you. There's a psychological trick called the color contrast illusion. And restaurants, food companies, and literally brands have been using this on us for years. Like, they know this stuff. So when your food and your plate are the same color, that border disappears. Like mashed potatoes or boiled rice on a white plate, your brain genuinely cannot tell where the food ends. It just sees one giant pale situation and goes, this looks suspiciously empty. Maybe we should add more. And you do, without even thinking, just because your brain lost the border and panicked. Why are our brains like this? Why? Studies show people overeat by 20 to 30% just from this. Not because they were hungry or the food was that good, but because the plate color matched and their brain got confused. Girl, 20 to 30%? That's basically an entire extra meal's worth of calories across a day from plate color. Be so serious right now. I'm actually a little offended nobody taught us this sooner. The fix is so stupidly easy. Use contrasting plates. Green vegetables on a white plate. White rice on a dark blue plate. Literally anything where your food and your plate are clearly different colors. And if you want to go full unhinged with it, combine this with a smaller plate. Because now not only can your brain see the portion clearly, but the portion is also filling the entire plate. Your brain just got scammed in the correct direction this time. And honestly, love that for us. Okay, so now you're eating on smaller plates, contrasting colors, portions looking all fancy and controlled. But then comes the actual annoying part. Like, how do you even know how many calories you're actually eating? Am I gonna sit there Google it manually? Like, girl, be serious. I used to just give up tracking completely because it's way too annoying. But then I started using this app called CalAI, and it actually made it so much easier. You literally just take a picture of your meal and it breaks down calories and macros for you instantly. And if it misses something like honey or toppings, you can just add it manually and it updates everything properly. My favorite part is the barcode scanner. If it's packaged food, you just scan it and it instantly logs calories and macros in grams. And if you want more control, there's also a food database where you can search anything and adjust portions so it matches what you actually ate. Overall, it just makes staying consistent so much easier because you're not overthinking every bite, and your brain can't do that "I barely ate" trick anymore. If you want to try it, just hit the link in the description and use code MAYHACKAURA for 3 days free. Thank you, CalAI, for sponsoring today's video. Okay, anyway, back to the tricks because we still have some good ones left. There's another thing you can do with water that's so stupidly simple, it almost feels like cheating. Drink a full glass of water 30 minutes before you eat. That's it. That's the whole thing. Because what happens is your stomach is already partially full before the food even arrives. So by the time you're actually eating, you naturally eat less without even thinking or trying about it. Your stomach was already half booked and the food just had to work with whatever space was left. And then when you actually sit down to eat, start with your vegetables and protein first before anything else. Because by this point, your stomach has the water, then it gets the vegetables, then the protein, and by the time you get to the actual thing you were excited about, you're already kind of full and you just eat less. Not because you restricted yourself, because your stomach genuinely ran out of room. And that's just logistics. Oh, and one more thing while we're here. Put your phone down when you eat. I know. Don't look at me like that. But listen, studies show eating while scrolling makes you consume up to 25% more food because your brain is so distracted, it literally doesn't register that you're eating. Your fullness signals are basically getting ignored. You finish the whole plate and your brain goes, wait, did we even eat? Should we eat again? And suddenly you're hungry 20 minutes later, even though you just had a full meal. Bruh. And please remove the junk from your house. Like, actually get it out. Because night you, I'm sorry, but you cannot be trusted. Go around right now and collect every single chocolate, every cookie, every bag of chips you've got tucked away in random corners of your house. And don't act like you don't have them, because I know you do. There's something behind the cereal, there's something in that one drawer. Just give it to your mom or your sibling, ask them to hide it somewhere you genuinely don't know about. You finish the whole plate and your brain goes dun dun dun. Because when the craving hits at 3 a.m., and it will hit, if you don't know where the chocolate is, you're not gonna go searching through every cabinet like you're on a treasure hunt. You're just gonna eat whatever's actually in front of you. So you better eat something healthy or go to sleep. Store high-calorie, low-nutrition treats out of sight, or don't buy them at all, while keeping fruits, nuts, or chopped vegetables easily accessible on the counter. The mind trick. Okay, so this is the part I've been waiting to get to. You know how everyone says visualize your goal? And you're like, okay, cool, I'm imagining myself skinny. Now what? Nothing happened. This is stupid. Yeah, same. Until I found out there's actually a way to do this that your brain responds to on a completely different level. So basically, your brain cannot tell the difference between something you vividly imagine and something that's actually real. Like, it processes both the same way. This is actual neuroscience. Studies show that mental rehearsal is up to 5 times more effective for achieving goals than traditional methods. So here's what you're gonna do. Go to ChatGPT, upload a photo of yourself, and ask it to show you what you'd look like at your goal weight, wearing the clothes you want to wear, living the life you actually want. And just look at it, because that's not some random fitness model anymore. That's your face, your features, in the body you're working toward. And something in your brain just quietly shifts, because now it's not this vague, abstract dream. It's an actual specific image of you that your brain can use as a target. And once your brain has a target, bestie, it will work toward it in ways you won't even
consciously notice. Save that image. Look at it when you need to. Let your brain do the rest. You're literally out here manipulating your own subconscious, and she has no idea. Keep watching because the next points I'm sharing had me pausing and staring at my ceiling for 5 minutes.
Okay, this one is my personal favorite because it requires almost zero effort, and I love that for us. Your body maintains a core temperature of about 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit at all times. When you drink cold water, like actually cold, your body has to burn calories to warm that water up to body temperature. This process is called thermogenesis, aka your body turning on its internal heater. Now, before you get excited, I'm not saying drink cold water and lose 10 kilograms. Please, if it worked like that, we'd all be holding iced water bottles like emotional support pets. The calorie burn is modest, roughly 8 to 30 extra calories per glass, depending on how cold it is. Here's the math though. If you're drinking 8 glasses of water a day, and if they're all cold, you're burning an extra 60 to 250 calories just from your body warming water, without doing anything, while sitting down, potentially watching this video. Also, and this is the bigger benefit, cold water helps with the fake hunger thing we talked about. It fills you up, it resets your focus, and it addresses that dehydration mistaken for hunger situation. Studies show that when you blast yourself with cold water, your body panics for a second and tries to warm itself back up. To do that, it has to burn extra energy, aka calories, to create heat. It's like turning your internal heater to max. It forces your metabolism to work harder than usual just to keep your temperature steady. Now, you're officially ahead of 90% of people because you know how to work with your biology instead of against it. But honestly, you could still be completely sabotaging your progress without even knowing it. Most people focus on the fancy stuff and totally neglect the basic habits that actually signal your body to drop weight, which is kind of insane when you think about it. I've already done all the boring research and trial and error for you, and I put it all into this cute little video right here. You're currently missing out on. I'm linking it here and in the description. Go click it now, because once you put these brain hacks with my proven tips, you're going to be unstoppable. I'll see you there. Mwah. Subscribe. Mwah.
Bye!